as YAP worker, which is Yacht Advocate Ireland. He works with teenagers and families to help them overcome and achieve goals that they really, really want, to give them strength so they can love themselves. Guys, please give a big welcome for Alan Gorman.
Hello everybody, hope everyone's feeling really well. You're all looking really good tonight, I have to say. I just want to say thanks to Darry and Elizabeth for inviting me along here to be able to speak a little bit about my journey and about my life. I'm going to first off by introducing myself. I'm an actor, a model, and an inspiring speaker. Well, I hope I inspire you anyway. And as Patricia said, I'm a YAP worker as well, so I work with families and teenagers and help them to achieve goals and just believe in themselves and love themselves a little bit more. But I'm going to backtrack and just start off a little bit about my journey when I first started chasing my goals and start wanting to change my life. So I'd say maybe about four or 5 years ago, I used to obviously drink and party what everyone does kind of in the environment. But there was something inside me. The more I kept doing it, like I just knew there was so much more to life than just partying and drinking, because it didn't make me feel good. Every time I'd wake up, I'd be like, that's it, I'm done. You know what I mean? It was just like a circle. It kept going on and on and on. But eventually I did have enough, because I kept telling myself I'd stop, and eventually I said I really cannot do this anymore. So what I done was I actually couldn't stop here. So what I done was I found it too hard, like, cause with the environment or friends, whatever. But I'm not putting the blame anywhere. I still had my own choice, but I just found it was a lot more difficult to stop with that surrounding. So what I done was I flew got a plane and flew out to Australia, and I didn't tell anybody. I just went, and when I got away from certain surroundings and I was just by myself, found out so much about myself. I was reading books, I started to meditate, and I started to encourage myself, you know what I mean? I didn't put myself down as much, you know what I mean? Say example, you do a mistake or something, you always you put yourself down saying, oh, I'm a dope, I'm this and that, but I started to just reward and say, do you know what, I'll try my best for it not to happen again, you know what I mean? Because whatever you feed your mind, it's going to believe it. So if you constantly keep putting yourself down and saying bad things about yourself, well, that's what you're going to feel, and that's what you're going to attract, you know what I mean? So, you see, even when you give someone a compliment, no one really takes it, you know what I mean? They kind of say, oh, what, you mad now? It's taking me or something. Like, we have to accept the compliment. We have to start feeding ourselves good, positive words. We have to believe in ourselves, and you know what I mean? Because we've all we've got, you know what I mean? So you have to be loving towards yourself, and you have to start encouraging yourself, and give yourself credit for the things you do. You don't realise how far you've come. If you're here right now, listen to this. That's a miracle right now. You know what I mean? You have to be grateful for where you are. And I know, like, it's hard when you're going through struggles, like, you don't feel good, but when you get through them struggles, you're gonna be stronger. You know what I mean? You're gonna love yourself more. You know what I mean? That's when you find out more about yourself. Is when you're going through them hard times. So you have to like, really encourage yourself and start putting love back into yourself. But as I said, like, we can be and do anything we want in this world. We really can, like, and it's all about changing your thinking, changing your thoughts. Like, your thought pattern creates everything. You know what I mean? And most of us aren't aware of that, because we haven't got that type of information fed to us, you know what I mean? We've been told to, oh, you won't look good if you don't have this on. We're getting, like, let's use the term brainwashed subconsciously to, we can only have this if you don't have this, we won't feel good, or you won't be complete if you don't eat this, or wear this, or have this shampoo. You know, the type of way where we're kind of looking for outside of ourselves for recognition, when everything is inside. Your world is inside of you. And you have to realise that everything is inside. You know what I mean? It's like, if I ask someone here and I say, who are you? Like, what would you say? Would you say, oh, I'm a mechanic, I have 3 children, and this? That's not who you are. You just have that thing. You just have that. So say, for example, you get sacked from that mechanic job. What are you then? You know what I mean? You said you're a mechanic, so what are you then if you get sacked from that job? So we can't refine ourselves from the stuff outside of us, you know what I mean? So when you start looking inside and doing the work, like reading them self-help books and spiritual books, and I think people get a little bit confused when we talk about spirituality. It's not really a religion. Are you religious? And I'm not religious, you know what I mean? I'm not a religious person, you know what I mean? Like, I've nothing against anything like that anyway, but I'm just saying I'm not religious, you know what I mean? We are a spirit, we are energy. That's, like, whether you're aware of it or not, that's what we are. And when you tap into that and find out who you really are, I'm telling you right now, you can do anything. You can be anything. And I'm not saying it's gonna happen overnight. It takes like consistency, work, like just keep doing it, but basically repetition. You know what I mean? If you know what you want in life, if you really know what you want in life, and you work towards that constantly, yeah? And I'm not gonna say you're not gonna have bad days, you won't feel like doing it, but if you just know what you want and keep working towards that, it must come true. It really must come, it has to come true. Because that's the law of life, that's the way the law of attraction works, you know what I mean? That's really the way it works. So when you just know what you want and consistently work towards it and visualize yourself having that, there's a few techniques to do it, and I'm going to explain how, like, even like right now, like a few years ago, like I would have been so scared to do this, I wouldn't have had the courage to talk. Like, even throughout the week, I kind of was thinking, oh, I have to talk in front of people, you know what I mean? But this is when you start believing in yourself and start loving yourself more, and basically imagining, start like using your visualization. So whatever your thoughts are creating your reality, whether you're aware of it or not. So every thought you think is creating something. But when you actually become aware of that, you'll be very cautious of what you think. You know what I mean? Everything, and I'm talking about good things will happen, bad things, and you might think, oh no, that's far-fetched, but that's life. You are creating your reality. Even right now you're creating it. You chose to come here. Same to clothes. You thought what clothes you were going to think. You chose that, you know what I mean? But if you actually look broader and expand, actually, I really want to aim high. If you want to aim really high, that's what I'm saying. Aim as high as you can, because even if you do miss, you'll land among the stars. You'll at least land somewhere rather than aiming low. Because if you aim too low, you're going to just be a little bit satisfied with that. But I'm just saying you can be anything, do anything you really want. You know what I mean? And I promise you that. But you have to put the work in. You know what I mean? You really do have to put the work in. And like I'm saying, like I'm the proof of it. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that in an egotistic way. I'm just saying I want to share this knowledge. I really do want to share this, because when you find it inside you, all you want to do is share it. You want them to have it. And that's why I'm here now speaking of this. Because we are magnificent people. We're pure love, pure energy. We're just so great. You know what I mean? All of us are great. We all have this inside of us. You know what I mean? And we're just not aware of it. But when you come aware of it, game over. You know what I mean? That's it. You're onto something special. I'm telling you that much. And I really hope that it's just, I want you to feel it, you know what I mean, because it feels so good, and I really just want to share it, you know what I mean, that's all I'm saying, you know what I mean, we all have access to it, and it feels really good when you actually become aware that you're creating your future, you know, and imagine like you could just think, like, and I don't mean like you think and it just comes, it's not like something, you know what I mean, it takes a little bit of a process, but we all want to be happy, that's what we're all chasing, but we want to be a bit broader than that. What will make you happy? What will make you happy? You know what I mean? And maybe it's like just to have a happy marriage and have healthy kids. Maybe that's your goal. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be living in, that's kind of coarse here, sorry. Maybe it's not living in Hollywood, and maybe it's not like that. You know what I mean? Everyone has different dreams. Maybe it is something like broad, but the way I see it is, if you close your eyes, yeah, and you imagine the best version of yourself possible, yeah? That's who you should really be. That's who you really are. That's what I believe, you know what I mean? So once you can imagine, you can create. Simple as that. So there's a few techniques, a way of doing it, and that's your imagination, affirmations. And what affirmations is words. By saying, I am love, I am healthy, I am wealthy, I am prosperous, I am... All them type of affirmations, because what you're doing is you're feeding your subconscious mind, and that's the one that's in control of everything. So start loving yourself more. Start feeding yourself these positive words, because I'm telling you, hand on my heart, it will work if you keep doing it. You know what I mean? We all are gifted. We all are here for a valid reason. We all have different purposes. We all have different goals. We all do. We're all here. We're not just here to live a 9-to-5 job and like have like kids or whatever. But some people will want that. But it's so much broader than that. It's so much broader than that. You know what I mean? There's so much to life, and we're here to create, spread love, help others, and live an amazing life. You know that way. So I really do hope you all reach your goals, and maybe some of you are living your dreams, and it feels good, and I'm really pleased and happy for anyone who is, because that's what I'm aiming for, and I really do believe that we can create anything we wish. So thank you everybody for listening, and I hope anyone was inspired or learned that from this. So thank you very much.
Thank you very, very much. Absolutely. You're very welcome.